Hello. Oh crap. Okay, here we go. Hello. Today we're playing Tavern Talk, which I think is like Coffee Talk, but I haven't really played that game, so I don't know how accurate that is, but I do know it's like visual novel-esque, I think. I'm going in blind, but it's very like fantasy-ish. So it should be fun. I am a she, her. I don't know why I looked at the options.
Once upon a time in a world
it's
far,
voiced.
far away. In a realm ruled by dragons and magic.
Hi, Sanrio.
Actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia.
In Gaia?
Not that far away. There was a tavern. My tavern.
Oh, this is cute. I like the storybook aspect.
Looking for an adventure or
I think I'm gonna change my layout. Hold on. Oh wait.
A place open to everybody.
Voice acting, yeah.
Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper.
I don't like how it's blocking stuff.
My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
I'm struggling a tiny bit. I just want to change my... Oh my god, cute! It's an elf. It's an elf. Wait, why is it not working? Oh no. Okay, maybe it won't block. If it does start blocking stuff again, I'm gonna change the layout. Hiya, Inkeep. How is it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy. Oh, the crow's inside. This is pretty. Okay, Fable's cute. Yes. All fine and dandy. Fable blushed. Oh my god. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Aw, Fable's so wholesome. We've known Fable for like 5 seconds. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon. The same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. I love her already, me too. I wasn't expecting the expression. I don't think we're good at this bartending business. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? Wait, hold up. Fable, you wouldn't have to happen to know a certain elf. Real and true. At least she has green. The true green member. No, I think that counts as a mistake. So, What you're saying is you're missing some spice? Oh, no, no, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. She's so precious. Though I'm very good at growing Phoenix chilies. Those sound spicy. I was talking about spice in your life. Ah. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. Oh, no, you're not a bland soup. You're like a homey soup. Like a comforting soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know the feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? Huh? Well, perhaps you could find something fun there. I'm not into the whole circus thing. Clowns scare me. I always think they have ulterior motives. Oh, poor baby. I'm sorry. Hi, Sora. Welcome on in. Hello. The way they look at me with their empty eyes and wide smiles. Ugh, scary. Fair. Honestly fair. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing. But what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I lived in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Fable, don't worry, me too. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. She's blushing, she's so cute, she's so precious, I would die for her. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. That sounds like a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I never met one. Great singing, thank you. It is a cute song. I hope we get the rest of it eventually. She's crying. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about exciting, magical things I encounter. She wants to be a bard. Character information unlocked. Fable. What does this do? Oh. Age 110. Elf. They, them. We've been misgendering Fable. Shit. They, them. Okay, Ranger, Ashen Grove, Neutral Good, the Hanged Man. I don't know what the Arcana. I need more information about the Arcana. There is no information about the Arcana here. Okay. Fable Verafina is this ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul and a regular at Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything really. Their nut allergy probably doesn't help either. What is the Arcana? Hold on. Arcana Hanged Man. Meaning. Oh, it's like a tarot card. It means letting go of old ways of thinking and embracing new perspectives, apparently. According to Google. Okay. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer it if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, well, that's me. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly, I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, tutorial. I need a tutorial. Really? She's so surprised. Yeah. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. Look at the little... Hello, Andu. What are you? Are you a lizard? So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, I usually start by figuring out what my patrons want. Okay, we've got some potions. We've got like a magic circle thing. We've got Andu, a kettle. Okay. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. Hi, Xena. Hello. That is the true question, isn't it? Yes. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can erase it with a sponge, or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's... Oh, it's like D&D. Dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think why can't I speak today? Dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Andu's our trash can. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay. Swift strike, draw a recipe. How do I know? Oh, so this tells me what it is. Oh, I'm supposed to make it. Okay. I need some more. Okay. And now I think I need a little bit of you. Just a tad. Pour. Okay. Is that it? This, what is this? Oh, yay, there we go. Nice. Okay, so it tells us when the drink is ready. That's a pretty cup. What the heck? Where did that cup come from? What? Wow, it actually does teleport. And the leaves. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? Ah, she's happy. They are happy. You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Magic! The very essence of this world. Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. Fable. Oh! The vibe has changed. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Fishnets. Drinkable. Okay, okay. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay. Oh my, that's what I'm saying. You want a crown? Crown. Okay, there we go. Oh, so it shows me like what the different drinks. Oh, sparkling nebula. These are cute. Okay, but he wants charisma. Or we're going to give him charisma because he won't speak. Okay. We'll add... It seems like a bit of this. And a bit of this. Oh, and it's done. Okay, let's go. I think I can be a bartender. Oh, it's cute. It's so cute. We gave such a cute drink to such a... the difference in aesthetic is a choice. I love it. That should be digestible. Maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. Would? Fair. Honestly fair. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Rumor unlocked. Song of bones and water. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully, hyperbole. Okay. Alright. The brooding type, I see. The Ravelin brain love is too much. I immediately thought nebulas. Fable. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. Screw your brother! We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. Screw your brother. Punch him. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the groves as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? Aw, Fable! I think so, yes. Screw your brother. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Poor Fable, for real. We're all gonna fight this brother of hers. And of theirs. Oh, hello. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. Carolyn? You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Carolyn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? Ooh. You do the things with quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. There's a wanted sign on there. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in... The names are gonna kill me. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tragarn, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Arroway. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. Okay. The Vukakin Carolyn told me about a werewolf who is roaming around Tragarn, a potential threat to villagers. The werewolf previously has been seen in Arroway, a southern town. A nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? Ooh. Where have you been, Luca? I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Is it talking about Twilight? Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? It is talking about Twilight. Think so. Nah, that just splits society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Well, I've got you in front of me. Ooh, which one am I? Okay. I don't like Edward, but I like vampires. What do I say? I didn't even read Twilight or watch it. Actually, though, I took a class called Vampires in Literature, and Twilight was one of the required readings. I got halfway through the first book and I couldn't do it anymore. The writing is not good. It's not great. But whatever. You're standing in front of me, so you know Team Werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp, more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Her uncle's catching strays. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. Oh no. Well, no, it's not. I haven't watched either. I just know so much because my friends who have yapped to me about it. I know so much because my professor who was teaching the Vampires in Literature class was doing like her PhD thesis on Twilight. And I was like, wow. For extra credit, we had to do a paper on Twilight too. Like we had to read her paper and then give like a response and like also answer basically the same prompt. And so I learned a lot. I did the extra credit because like I missed class a few times. I was like, I'm lazy. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? I watched it, unfortunately, but man, it was so unbearable. Unbearable. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Anyways, fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Okay. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. Okay. Oh, I have to click on it to get rid of the... Okay. The amount of secondhand embarrassment honestly felt. Good to know. Thanks, Carolyn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Lynn. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. She doesn't want anything watered down. Do I just pour strength and be done with it? What happens if I just keep pouring strength? Okay, never mind. Here you go, undo. Oh, we actually pour it into the mouth. Okay, let's see. Okay, the recipe is this. Let's try giving that to her. Undo is so cute. It even gives me a little sign when the drink's ready. Wow, I like this cup. A drink with 0 water as requested. It's smoking. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Heads back west through Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? I'm a little nosy. No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Undead snails. An unusual amount of undead seems to be haunting the West. Undead snails are being accused of eating crops. This apparently poses a problem. Apparently poses a problem, guys. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the West, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. Nosy is part of being an innkeeper. I feel like an actual therapist right now. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. Yikes. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. True. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Oh, she's getting mad. Alright, well then. If you find any rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Character information unlocked. Lynn. Vukakin. 36. She, her. Beast Slayer. Erove. Chaotic good. The Chariot. Lynn is a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. She despises small talk in any way or form, and understandably for her, keeps her distance from werewolves. Wouldn't like being mistaken for one either. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Okay, so I could use some help. Fine, I guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where I store all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the best next step would be sorting the matches snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours, and it will be written up. Got it? Got it. It seems simple enough. Thank you for your help, Lynn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Okay. Ooh, a werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukakin passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tregarn from Erove. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save Tregarn from this werewolf mayhem? Innkeep. Signed, the Innkeep. Oh, we're feeding Ondu. Oh, is this how we know a day has ended? Okay, okay. This is cute. Ooh, smooth animation. Okay. Act 1. The Wayfarer's Inn. Part 2. Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the week. Okay, before we start a new day, I'm going to grab a snack. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. We have snacks, we have water. We're starting day 2. I got sweet potato chips that have been apparently, I don't know, baked in olive oil. Fable, you're gonna do the werewolf quest as your first quest? The wanted poster changed. It's a new person. Welcome back, thank you. Fable? What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregarn. Is it true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Fable? I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. I support her. You know what? I'm going to support her. Whatever decision she makes, I support her. Support them. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. Okay, she's thought this through. They've thought this through. Oh my god. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Fair, that is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow... Fable, I miss and shoot a tree instead. And then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe? I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime, a frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. What can I say? Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water, more slime, bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Maybe you'll add my Fable! Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make for a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. So morbid, Fable. Fable has an active imagination. The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? The worms? They seem like they need protecting. Oh, that's cute. Fable, you're too innocent and wholesome for this world. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Lore? Like that Mari Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend... Oh, Fable! Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. No, baby. I want to hold her. Me too, Jen. Me too. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. I'll spend time with you. For real. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. I can see that. She has one in her. They have one in their hair. But me being me, I just confused them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Oh my god. Amaryllis is poisonous, I'm pretty sure. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been more heartbroken. Baby. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pains, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Your first encounter with the Hydra? Well, just the day after I arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane Avalon. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the amaranthine Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hair. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me and said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as gilded ice. Some things changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. Vermin aversion. According to the Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth. Or maybe it just rhymed with ice. Who can say? Given me a riddle? A quest. Maybe this will be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer. So I left, and I tried to solve the riddle, oh my god, for 3 days. I was too ashamed to set foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore. I ran back, I apologized, and begged it for an answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. I wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. People, you overthink way too much, girl. Just need to chill a bit. Calm down. Relax. We should give her a drink. Give her some more confidence. I suppose you have a point. Okay, the Mari Morgan incident. Yes, the Mari Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Do we really have to talk about that? Only if you want to. Alright, but just because it's you. An adventuring party was on their way, passing through Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tragarn recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure, yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. She's just an overthinker. She's so anxious, baby. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never got lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mari Morgan. You know of the Mari Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end... In the riverbanks of Shivermere hides the Mari Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drowning men, women, and everything in between. They had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when the dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have let them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. The three-headed beast, a real chimera. Okay. Oh, that's the quest. Oh, okay, cute. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right, I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. Who cares about zucchinis? It's fine. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find out then. Like on a quest? For example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't, and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? Oh, Fable, please. The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's the perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark... they're very focused on the nymphs part of this. I'm going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yeah, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends, but I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could... Oh my god, that's terrifying. Now I'm terrified. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for the backseat mixing. I'm scared. Dexterity and charisma. I don't have one that has dexterity and charisma. If I do this, will it like ruin everything? I think it will. Okay, so we're basically deciding whether she's going to fight the werewolf or whether they're going to reason with the werewolf, right? So we can either do a spoken heart or we can do a swift strike. I don't know what this one is. Hold on. Ingredients. Oh, okay. Dexterity. Oh, strength, charisma, dexterity, intelligence. Okay. I kind of want to try giving her this one. No, I'll give her the charisma. I think she needs more confidence. What is this one again? Okay. Let's try giving her that. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. But farming? No, wait. That sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregarn. And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. Go, Fable! I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So, I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seemed like something you might enjoy. They possess natural protection properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us? Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Aww. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Good luck, Fable. I'll be waiting for you. I hope Fable will be alright. Fable has to be alright. I hope they don't run into a clown. True. Or maybe they should. They could become friends. Fable, the mighty hero, and their best friend, the magical clown. Doesn't that sound good? Oh, it's you again. Hello. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted fine. Oh, hello. They're back. Thank you. Okay, spoken heart again. It's going to be full charisma. a tad of shield, a little more, and a tad of sword. There we go. A spoken heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Oh, and there they go. Charming. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, it's a vampire and a dwarf. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. Ugh, not another one of those empty babblers. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems like they've given you some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. I'm offended. What the hell? Would surprise me if there actually was a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you, I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree. You look much more delicious than they usually do, and I'm not food for you. Thank you, though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. Okay, sir, we can kick you out of this inn. Let's give them a chance. We'll give them a chance. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. The green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic de Quat du Sang. Okay. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. What a name for real, but he's going by Kyle. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Kyle? What a name for a vampire. The dwarf was like, I'm done with your BS. Southern Brawler, okay. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet. Yeah, Skip. Rude? Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable. Tough like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons look close enough. Coming right up. How rude. Okay. This is my first time making a frosted lagoon though, so this should be fun. It looks very pretty. A taste of just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see ye are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dolvamer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. The drinks are so pretty, I wonder how they would look IRL. Real and true. I would want to try to recreate these. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills ye. Oh, right. Lost and found. A quirky vampire is looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. He wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. He seems very confused. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel, and dug, and hit, and dug, and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So did you dig out your gold? Silly food. She dug out me. What? And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget should be enough to get me to Boruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. We did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Boruvia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Rhea is a hot-headed dwarf and pretty rough around the edges. She's not a fan of meaningless copy and paste NPC talk, whatever any of that means, and seems to have caught herself a lost vampire while digging for gold. Unfortunately, or so she claims, she is now stuck with him. Lawful neutral. Interesting. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? No wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we can find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Boruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape, to show how important she was to me. Evelyn. The vampire Countess Evelyn residing in Marl Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Bad blood? The vampire last saw his cape on his wedding day before he was wed to Countess Evelyn. Ugh, of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her. That thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn. How could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Rayo's over it. Perhaps, innkeeper. That's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marl Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men. One of these is not like the others. Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly. Another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. It wants the same thing, right? Should be this. How's the therapy going? Well, we just found out a man's ex-wife stole his cape. I forgot what else it needed. Oh, some charisma. There we go. There we go. Not the cape. That's what I'm saying. Not the X. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Humph. Hi, Lycos. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with my thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Okay. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragon. Could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh. Oh, right. Innkeeper. I love Kyle and his dramatics. Me too. Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I am afraid not. Oh. That reminds me. My aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? There was something else about a chimera. Oh, here. And here, and let's see. Oh, there's 3 things about a chimera. Okay. A thing. A beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all. Made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another request for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in this glistening sunlight once more? Okay, now we get Kyle's information. A peculiar visitor, looking everywhere for his beloved cape. However, it seems that he has definitely lost more than just that, possibly a few of his memories and his marbles. He was once married to Lady Evelyn, a vampire countess residing in Morrow Castle, and enjoys sunbathing. Maybe a tad too much. A redo? Where is that? Okay, we don't know where that is. A chaotic neutral. I can see that. As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up, and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid. Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, Innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over there. Sure thing. I've got a couple barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Oh my goodness, Kyle. Oh, okay. Let's see. Countess Evelyn. Cape. Chimera. Here we go. Is that a compliment? I think so. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. Hey there, Evelyn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape, but be aware she might be invisible. Our second one, Wyvern Chimera in Quagman Grove. According to the Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is universal. One thing that stands a chance against the grueling curse of the sun is the chimera saliva. Until sunrise. Deep in Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen, so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer, or mouse, brave enough? Hey there, Delilah reference? Oh, possibly, actually. Brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, I love that song, not the vampire, and bring the bucket of saliva. Bring back a bucket of saliva? That's a lot of saliva. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you. You know it's true. New friends and former enemies. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. Ooh, my shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Okay. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. So, Innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. They're both blushing. Do you think they're a thing? I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Were y'all flirting on the way here? That's what I'm saying. I would ship it. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think she's confused because the quest was to save villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Or I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did, kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Lynn. I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Nonchalant GF with a nervous overthinking partner. I ship it. Real and true. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? They're having an argument already. Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where did I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born in the half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest, Fable. Oh, right. The quest. Traveling here was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tragon right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl. Thank gods, you're already weird enough. Be nice, Lynn. Imagine the damage you'd do if you turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. It's like Sunshine and Sunshine Protector, low-key. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage, stepped out of the shadows, and said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. I like this dynamic. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what? So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, please put down the sheep. And she asked why. And I said, well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice. And she asked who I was. No, I asked, who are you, a guard? I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. Oh my god, I'm sorry, my mic fell. Sorry. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made my blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. OMG, I jumped. I know, I'm sorry. You turned around. She just licked her lips. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice? What is jaundice? That's a word I don't know. Oh, it's just a sickness. Okay. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No. That ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear, that old bleep. Hey, why can't I say that? Bleep. That bleep. What the bleep? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Bleep. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon. Dragon, I guess. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Fought like him too. Innkeeper third wheeling. Real and true. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left. Ran away. Without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind. Worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him. And all their savings missing. He robbed them. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone else as possible. Idiot. Well, this really is just fair therapy with fancy drinks. Low-key, yeah. I didn't know it was going to be that much of therapy, but here we are. Does that play? Did you talk about it with your fists? I tried. But Elfie stopped me. Blushing again. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both their heads. She's like, oh, they're still fighting. Let's shoot an arrow. It's like the equivalent of dumping water on them. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear, but it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. Fable says that so casually, hello? I would have never done that, of course, but they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Ah! Thank you. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. Twas wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop 2 angry wolves? Oh well. Anyway, I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication. I love them. I love the dynamic. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out Mr. Dragon was turned. He was too ashamed. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him the best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things, or Vukakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. There's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. Oh, Lynn looks like she's getting scolded. A scolded puppy. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. He had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with a cure he still can barely control himself. Stop flirting in front of us, guys. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of bleep. It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decide to grab a drink together? Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything nonstop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Said something about it being for you, Innkeep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't hard, was it? Well. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Lynn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By the way, by which I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old. You got it. I think. No, this one. Okay. Yay. Thank you, Ondu, for the confirmation that I made the correct drink. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. I've had a stressful day, night, morning, sequence of events. That's okay, Fable. You'll be okay. Oh no, I messed up. There we go. I like that we don't have to pour out the whole drink. That's fun. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're about going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you late. I thought she was gonna go sleep at Fable's. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes, I've been gone for the whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world someday? Girl, you can do whatever you want. That's a very tall order. Huh, you're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be the second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Aw, Fable. Oh! They've taken off the hood. Good evening to you too. Quest taken. This quest. It wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. Hello. Hello, soldier. Where's the sailor? Both. Whatever. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. Oh, okay. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Ooh, hello, Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? Oh, it's mad. They're mad. No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... yes. Wowee, who's this? We just found out. This is Zephyr. This is actually the first time we've seen Zephyr without their hood. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yes. It seems strange. Also, hi, Steph. I think Zephyr is my favorite so far, for sure. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has? Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask? Sure, yes. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Zephyr, why are you so interested? Why are you so focused? Blood. Interesting. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Ooh, cool scarf movements. Yes, I'm very actually intrigued, and like it seems to move with their emotions, low key. Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Morrow Castle. Huge swoon from the get-go. Felt, honestly. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her foot's doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place, like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth or vampire. She seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins in your pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Are they flirting right now? I don't know. I'm like, hello? Tucking my hair behind my ear? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. My walls have a lot of stuff. What am I talking about? Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. Picking out furniture already? What in the domestic couple? Guys, I think we're gonna have a life together. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of, raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. We're flirting. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before. Just that's not a secret. We need to name the crow in the back. We do. It's living its best life. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Oh, they were here all day. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with the knife. Do I have a stalker? Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. OMG, he wants you so bad. At least I know if someone tries to kill me, I have my own personal guard, apparently. Infusions, intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could benefit either from fey crystals or frozen pine cone. Oh, so it lessens dexterity but strength and Okay. Just say you want her, bro. That's what I'm saying. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier from that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible, eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. So I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. He likes to be bitten. Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To out-stealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose, so that she may lie in shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help with the staying unseen should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so I mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjust from there. Literally your love language, I fear it's meant to be. I know, how they know. How did they know? Let's give it a try. Okay, I want the Fey Crystal. Okay, and I want Dexterity. We're gonna avoid. That's it? We're already done making the drink? It doesn't even look that full yet. Can I pour more? I can. I want to fill it up. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's because I didn't have to add anything else, but that's okay. One might say fate. Hope so. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, innkeep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. My bad. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Huh. He's blushing. Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me. Goodbye, innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. He's promising to come back to me. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave, or for a good story. Farewell. We got character information unlocked. Air Echo is kin, age 25, he, they, rogue. Background is Temis, okay. Chaotic good, Arcana the moon. Zephyr is a difficult character to say the least. They're so caught up in their old fantasy of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck talking or brooding like one too. He likes all things dangerous and mysterious, or at least he pretends he does. The Gap Mo is gonna go crazy. Or for a bitter end. Oh, on vengeance? Yikes. I'm taking this quest and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. Was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I'll make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Everyone is so attractive here, what the hell, right? Would you like a drink as compensation? Think I already said that. Make me something strong that will wake me up. And keep me up, too. When are we gonna get new recipes? That's my question. Do you think if I like experiment a bit, it'll give me a new recipe? Or am I supposed to wait to unlock them? Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink to Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. I see it is my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. Okay, my bad. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen? Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So, the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So, stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You'd do a piss poor job. My bad. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay, nervous. Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered our guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? The wanted changes every day. It ain't exactly easy to find one. Or survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you, then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about guardian and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragons' heads? They're cool. That's it. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me we're getting lore. When I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she... left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem. Relic of the Realm Keepers. Carolyn's grand great sword once belonged to her grandmother. Allegedly, it's a gift from the dragons themselves. Very impressive, if true. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest? It almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Aww. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only count she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think, but never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell that story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, do you like dragons? I do. I love dragons. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting, very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic bleep. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. Fair. She's got a point. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Lynn? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. I think I'd rather go heavy on the intelligence, partially because I've never made this drink before. So we're going to do this one. Heavy on the intelligence. And then add in some charisma. And we've got a sparkling nebula. Did Andu's eyes just sparkle too? That's so cute. Figured it out. Thanks. Hope you seasoned it with some trickery. It does feel weird, like my brain is sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Oh. Here we go to the next day. Starlight Sonata? That's a pretty name. Oh my god, hello, who are you? Guys, there's a pretty woman. Hey, Inkeep. Hey, Christy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something's amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? Another pretty woman, that's what I'm saying. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What will it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me too well. You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I am quite confident in my capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Shield, 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 shield. Okay, there we go. Frost and Lagoon coming right up. There you go. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Street Magazine. Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs? No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. You're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and the hot springs, especially around this time of year when mornings are still a bit chilly and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. She's a painter. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green The cinnamon green cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long and keep. See you soon. Bye. Nighttime already. Oh, Fable. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carolyn's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. She went to go talk to Fable before she left. I think there's something there. I wanted to be a ship so bad. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course, we had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer that knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought, so well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just don't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh! What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. while the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections. I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Aww. That's so cute. Hi, Micaiah. Hello. I think it could also be a Big Dipper. A Big Dipper? Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. Do you think there's a world somewhere out there with a constellation called the Big Dipper in the sky? In the night sky? There might be. Oh, so sweet. That's what I'm saying. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. Fable is adorable. I love them. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? I don't know. I don't know what those things are. Primordial sea. Really? Somehow that fits. Your magic reminds me of it. A mere coincidence. You'll have to give me your birth data soon so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great, thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw, are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Yes, please. Though I will still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something that will keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Obviously. Do I remember how to make this? Hold on. I think it uses just a tiny bit of this, a tiny bit of this. Yep, there we go. I might have to get this game myself. I think it's really cute. It's probably also going to go on sale soon because I think I got it from the summer sale. Just saying. Steam has big sales and it does go on sale. Just as an option if you want to save money. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Oh, it's the vampire. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I should leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. It sounds like the door just opened. Except during games of hide and seek. I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it to the menu yet? No. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. It was, I think, this one, yeah. Some faux blood for your bones. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long, tooth-spined guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. Guppies. Gil. A Gil cameo in Tavern Talk? I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also very bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right, I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was a beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester! Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. How did I know? A stranger comes into town, he likes plum crepes and spooky armor. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps you wanted my cape? Most people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pascha recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? Yes. Said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my... There's a twist. Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace of your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. House of denial? Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want me to tell you more? Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat. Drama, apparently. What secrets do we have? And a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for such a short period of time. To me, she is a harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. Ooh, we're a little bitter. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. It's fine. Ah, of course. The letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. God damn it, I can't pretend like I don't know him anymore. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. With a knife? Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks, doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. There's gonna be fireworks? Oh! I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Did they just disappear? What just happened? What just happened? Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Part 5, Picking Up the Pieces. What just happened? I'm glad the inn didn't severely I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. What is going on? The lore is getting juicy? That's what I'm saying. I thought this was just a cute little fun game. The building might still look battered, but it could be worse. My octopus arm is dying. It was on the desk yesterday. Can I not read my letter? I want to read the letter. I want to know what's in it. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Okay, hold on. I need to use the bathroom and grab water. I'll be back, and then we will continue because I'm invested. Okay, we're back. And we're surprising our customers with a new drink on the menu. I've got a blanket now and snacks and water. We are very cozy. We are going to enjoy the story. Let's go. Welcome back. Thank you. That way, whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. This is cute. That's a cute drink. I think that sounds like a good plan. Okay, so we naturally get new recipes. Okay. Oh, hello. Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? Turtle! The Jade Turtle. Love it. If I wanted to chat about it, maybe. But you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then, let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. A new infusion, okay. It gives a lot of intelligence, invigorating and inspiring properties, is synthetically created by mages from the harbor cities offered. Inspiration grants you the ability to extraordinarily motivate other people or persuade them to tell the truth. To tell the truth, damn. The turtle has a nose ring? Wait, you can see its face. Do you guys see the little smile it's making when it's inside? Oh my god, it does have a nose ring. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess you would say in some age. I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Aw, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old spark? Ish. That's at least something. Look at its smile, you can see it inside its shell. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you? No, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll keep my mind sharp. You never know what will come your way next. Gotcha. I think it's literally time for the new... Actually, it can be either one of those. This one's a little more accurate, so we'll go with this. Sparkling nebula coming right up. Not actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in Saye Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I, myself, am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bill after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... Snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zofford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zofford, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about an Archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? There is a slight unrest in Zofford. Rumor has it an Archmage is looking for their familiar who went missing recently. I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here. Naturally, I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Oh. Hello. You look like a dragon. Low-key. Those are scales. Shooting stars. It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Southern Brawler. Nope. Frosted Lagoon. Pretty woman. So many pretty women. Please enjoy. Look at her hair. Like dragon scales. Sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star raid managed to affect not only the tavern, but some of the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't believe it was just shooting stars, do you? The girls are fighting. What else would have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. The girls are fighting. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Alethea Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the Gilded Sea. I fight for those who could not fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you that was more than your average asteroid shower. Just don't get into another brawl, please, Jade. I know we just fixed the inn up. Let's keep things together, please. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something worse happened. What? I think? No. I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast, dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to a carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. Is she crying? We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say the astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened. Perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when rumor unlocked. And an old friend of ours knew about it happening? That's what I'm saying. Spectacle last night left a mark on Fesoa. Not everyone agrees, but a cleric of Cassiopeia claims it was something seriously sinister. And we know something more about it. All the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred you and your tavern. What? If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues to at least to help me start with my investigation. We're holding back information. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. Who snitched this out? That's what I'm saying. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason that people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and you'll be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Alethea. I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. Oh, I have information on both, kind of. Okay. Lawful good, high priestess, cleric, aperture, seraph. She's a seraph? Alethea is a righteous devotee to a dragon Cassiopeia, a fact she makes sure everyone knows. She is very eager in her ambitions to save people and to protect the world from falling stars and the like. Maida, 32, bounty hunter, Side Plains, chaotic good, emperor. Ooh. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted it to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working. Then what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Pah, wishful thinking. Oh. Hello. Ayo. Hold on, we got more information on Jade. I've known Jade for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the type of person you ever have to worry about. She's strong, independent, and always looking for a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. Ayo. Greetings, adventurer. He's all cracked. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me, Innkeep. Give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro. Cringe fail. Oh my god, his hair changes color with his emotions. I just got killed. Cringe fail. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Okay. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade. You? Iniko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer if no one stole anything. Drakes. Got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. Agile, so swift foot? Swift strike. Yay. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great. Amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Why didn't I say anything? Don't look at me like that. I was just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who? Me? Who else? Corey. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh. An Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, TBH. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really. But I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Where the heck did he pull out a knife from? Why is he suddenly angry? Theft, identity fraud, bleep, all's goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling then? Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern and keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of zenith and boom. Yep. Glass shards. Zenith is in shambles after the star rain last night. The crater left in the city center carved a destruction that rippled through town. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Huh, me neither. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The Aether tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Needn't get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. They're so similar, what the heck? Exactly. Damn. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? Ugh. No way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. Anyone, but they perish thanks to their hubris. Oh, too egotistical. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Arroway. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? No, they were headed somewhere north. Didn't really listen. Didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know? Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full-on robes and magic type of guy. Kept on going about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? Don't know. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Checks out. Iniko, changeling. They, them, monk, Avalon. Chaotic neutral. Originally from Avalon, Iniko is now vibing on Gaia. Probably because people here aren't used to trickery of changelings yet. I love mythology as well. I didn't know Cassiopeia and Leviathan were siblings though. I don't know if that's this game's mythology or actual mythology. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called Cory, short for corruption, obviously. Checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings tainting the gilded sea in dark shades of mystery. Leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zofford. Though the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Oh, thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess, divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaf said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Why are things getting serious all of a sudden? Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void. Metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zofford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. Of tea and prophecies. Psychic wizard foretold the star fall in their teacup. Apparently it's just a fragment of the calamity that can be traced back to Dalwell. We read that one already. Okay. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. Ah. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. Lol. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Iniko. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories, gather rumors, to make quests. I get it. That sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then it's good we aren't all the same. Though I could technically be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes, I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool, I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any, Innkeep. New quest? About what? Is it this one? A psychic wizard foretold the starfall on the teacups, traced back to Dalwell. The spectacle last night left a mark, blah blah blah. Is it this one? Did I do it right? Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zenith in shambles. The city surrounding surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Harbinger? Mormor? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of this calamity can be traced back to Dalwell, an island in the south of Fisoa. Okay, that's where I'm gonna call it a day. But I will continue this on Monday because I am invested. I'm just getting sleepy and I need a nap. So that's where I'll save for today. It did save, right? Okay, perfect. And we'll continue. That scares me. I'm gonna save one more time. And now, yes. Okay. Thank you all for joining me. Oh my god! He's right here. Andu. I wasn't expecting like there to be so much lore and like the hints of something weird. I have theories, but we'll get to it later, I guess. I kind of think that the tavern owner isn't a human, in my opinion. She doesn't seem human. I don't think we're a human, but we'll see. Okay. But Otsu, it is a very interesting game. I will play more of it, and hopefully we'll get through the whole story. But yeah, Otsu everybody, and I will see you tomorrow for Fields of Mystery, which I'm very excited to play again. Okay, thank you for joining. Otsu, and bye bye.